Let's continue with the chakra balance and rebuild now. Now let us envision pure white light flooding into these fractures, sealing them and welding them back shut, so nothing that is not of high frequency and vibration can enter into your space. Archangel Michael, cut out any obvious black and toxic cords before we finish repairing the aura. Archangel Raphael, remove any black magic that has been placed onto the fields of this one. Archangel Michael, close down any dark portals that have been opened by entities. Archangel Metatron, close down any AI portals that have been opened and cut any AI cords that might be leading to this one. And now that we've cleansed and cleared and balanced the energy centers and strengthened the aura, allow yourself to bathe in this beautiful white energy for a moment, feeling your aura becoming stronger and brighter. How does that aura look now?
Strong.
Beautiful. Now I'd like you to take your awareness back into that beautiful garden, seated on that bench, looking out at all the beautiful flowers, the butterflies fluttering around the flowers, those colors like you have never seen before. And on this bench, in this beautiful place of solitude, I want you to become aware of yourself as a multi-dimensional being, that you are not just this being in this lifetime that we're living right now, that you are many different beings in many different lifetimes, having many different experiences, and that you are living all of these lifetimes and having all of these experiences right now. And so now, as we sit here on this bench, in this place of beauty and solitude, I want you to focus on your breathing. And as you breathe in, I want you to see golden flecks of quantum light entering your lungs. And as these golden flecks of quantum light enter the lungs, they then travel to every cell in your body. And as this golden quantum light begins to waken and fire up the DNA in every cell of your body, you see your whole body begin to glow with gold and quantum light. And as it does, you begin to process of connecting with all the parts of your multidimensional self within the quantum field. I want you to visualize your multidimensional self as a tree, a beautiful golden tree that runs through the very fabric of the universe. And if we think of ourselves in this lifetime that we're leading now as a twig on the branch of that golden tree, and this tree is our soul, the fullness of our soul that runs through the time and space and the entire universe. And each twig on our golden soul tree represents a lifetime that you are living now in another time, another place. And as now we've connected to our multidimensional self in the quantum field through breathing the quantum golden flakes of light and waking up the DNA, we are now going to travel through time and space to another part of our multidimensional self that is having another experience somewhere else right now, to another twig on our soul tree, another lifetime that we need to see today that will help us make sense of this lifetime that we are in now. In a moment, I am going to count backwards from 3 to 1. And as I count backwards from 3 to 1, I want you to feel yourself being pulled through time and space as if by a magnet to another lifetime on your soul tree that we need to see today. As I count backwards from 3 to 1, you will be there. 3, traveling through time and space through our soul branch and looking for the most suitable lifetime to visit today. 2, almost there. And 1, be there now. Tell me what you see, experience, sense, or feel.
I'm being shown the same scenes as I saw during my ayahuasca session
Mm-hmm.
as a feline being.
Yes.
But I'm also being shown that the dream with Anubis is
Mm-hmm.
actually part of it. I understand now.
What is it that you understand?
We were overwhelmed We did not see this coming. We were living peacefully. Mm. All of a sudden, we had to fight and protect ourselves. I was offered a way out.
Who had offered you the way out?
Galactic Federation. The way I would remember is by using plant medicine. I needed to be protected. This is why I needed to forget. We all needed to be protected. We did not want to leave, but we had no choice.
So what did the plant medicine do for you?
It connected me back to my origins.
So you were as this feline being when those armies of Anubis had showed up?
It's interesting.
Yes.
It's as if I transformed into a human vessel instantly. So one moment I see a feline body, and the next I see a human being.
Which incarnation was it that you transformed into?
The same.
Why was it that those armies had showed up there? What were they trying to do?
Help.
What were they helping?
Transporting.
Why was it that you had to leave that place?
We were under attack.
Who was attacking?
I was not told, nor do I know. It was very disruptive. We did not see it coming. But it feels like we have been manipulated. We were trustworthy and we should have not trusted them. This was betrayal. We should have not trusted them.
Yes. Using all of our knowing now in this place, what was it that they were trying to do by taking that over?
Destroying, making sure we don't have the power, making sure we are not a unity anymore.
And as we're looking at this scene, again, who was it that was destroying?
Not sure.
So when you had transformed instantaneously into a human vessel, how did that happen?
We had these powers. We had these capabilities. I don't feel like there was any preparation. It was all instant.
Yes.
We had to move very fast. This is why it felt very disruptive.
And since you had to go so fast, you didn't get a chance to select the vessel that you were going to take.
I feel like it was just there,
You seemingly went to the first available.
as if it was mine already.
Beautiful.
I didn't know where I was going, though.
You were shown this on your journey so you could remember your origins.
Yes, this was part of the plan.
And what understanding do we need to take from seeing the origins and where we come from?
She was confused. She thought that the scene with the Anubis army was part of this incarnation. It was not.
Yes.
She can feel at ease that it was not. It was part of that incarnation.
Yes. What was it that her as the feline being in that place, what did she do there? What was her role?
She was enjoying that experience and she was being trained and prepared.
What was it she is being trained and prepared for?
It looks like something all of them do, just part of that experience. Everyone needs to be trained.
Beautiful. And she was told that she needed to look into the lost knowledge with regards to the Lyrans. Does she still need to do that now at this time?
Yes,
Beautiful. And what should she look at? What method should she use?
meditation.
Any other places where she should look for that information?
She can go to sacred sites where she can be activated.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful. Thank you. Is there anything else that she needs to gain from seeing this scene? Anything else she needs to take with her will help her in this incarnation?
She can be aware of the lessons she needed to learn there through that experience. All of them, but all of them have experienced. She needs to work through those in this incarnation.
And can you share with her what some of those lessons were that she needs to work through?
Not trusting everyone, building a sixth sense, listening to her intuition, to feel when something is not right, to protect herself, to learn to protect not just herself, but also others by listening to her intuition, to have an open heart, but to have boundaries as well. Those two can go together.
Yes.
It's not one or the other. Working through betrayal, forgiving, yet holding those boundaries and making sure she always senses when things are off. But forgiving, we are all one.
Beautiful. Thank you. Is there any other messages you need to share with her about this scene? Anything else that she needs to hear?
There are more. It's not just her on this planet.
Yes.
She's not alone. She does not have to feel alone. They are all connected. She just needs to be aware of it.
Beautiful. And can you share with her where that place or realm was, where she was from?
It was a dark planet.
Yes.
It was dark when it all started, not before that. There are two planets next to each other.
Yes.
Both of them were ours. They were living peacefully,
Yes.
in harmony. We were advanced, but not prepared.
Hmm.
We needed to learn our lessons too.
Yes. And was that place completely destroyed or just taken over by the dark?
Destroyed. This is why we needed to be transported as soon as possible. I am not sure as to whether there was still something left. I did not get to see that
Yes.
for good reasons.
What is her purpose of being in this incarnation now?
To learn those lessons.
Yes. To finish out what she was learning on that place.
Yes. To bring back the lost knowledge.
Beautiful. And through meditation, she can bring back that lost knowledge.
That's one of the ways. She needs to get more quiet. She needs to quiet her mind. She needs to get out of her own way. She needs to allow things to come through and not use her own mind for it.
Beautiful. Is there any other practices or methods that you would like her to use to bring through that information?
The sacred sites.
Beautiful. Thank you for that.
All in divine timing. But she needs to also learn the lesson that she cannot always find it through other modalities. She needs to connect with herself for this.
Thank you so much for showing her that today. Is there any other scenes that you need to show her today? Anything else that she needs to see, or should we proceed with the questions?
No.
Beautiful. Thank you. Is there any other help or healing required by her physical body?
No.
Beautiful. I just want to make sure that we've removed all black magic, all cords, AI, and implants that were not for her best and highest good today.
We are focusing on something.
Yes.
A scene is brought to our attention.
Go ahead.
It is a scene of this incarnation.
Continue.
A form of black magic was done, and she was unaware of it.
Beautiful. Where is that black magic located on her body or her field?
It's in her energetic body.
Yes. Who had placed that black magic?
In this incarnation, her cousin,
How has that been affecting her?
holding her back, unable to manifest the things she wants, she deserves, the things that are her birthright. That was the purpose of it.
And was that sent intentionally by her cousin?
Her cousin is not aware of all of the entity attachments and that she is being used for it.
Yes. Is this magic affecting her in any other way?
It's blocking her from starting her own family
See.
and finding a compatible partner.
What would you like to use to remove this black magic?
The white light again and a tuning fork.
Beautiful. I'm going to strike that white light tuning fork. Let's help and envision. Let's remove that black magic, that white light frequency, changing that black magic into high frequency as it dissipates, completely dissolves and disappears. How does that look now?
It has been dissolved.
Beautiful. Thank you for that. Is there any negative energy cords that we need to cut today that are no longer serving her best and highest good?
No.
Beautiful. Thank you. She has a stage fright and panic attacks. Can you show her where that comes from so she can release this today?
She used her voice when she was younger against her dad. She was very confident
Yes.
She stood up for her mother, and she was shut down.
Yes.
She did not expect that.
What would you like to do to help her to release this today? What does she need to do?
She needs to learn that she is safe.
Yes.
She's allowed to use her voice, that she will not be shut down again.
Beautiful. And how can we help her to realize that?
Just to be aware of the fact that this was a memory of when she was a child. She's not a child anymore. She is safe. She can protect herself. She's allowed to use it.
Beautiful. Thank you. I want to make sure that her throat chakra is open, clear, and functioning as it should be.
There is a bit of fear still there.
But how can we release that fear?
To remind her that she is safe.
Beautiful. What would help her to remind her that she is safe?
She can use a practice where she speaks to her younger self and empowers her, talks her through the situation, makes her understand what was going on, and that she's safe now. Because her older version, let's say, is always with her.
And is that something that she needs to do in this session, or she'll be able to take care of this herself outside this session?
She will be able to take care of it outside of this session.
Beautiful. Thank you for that. We had saw that black magic was preventing her from starting her own family and allowing those connections to be made. She was wondering if that was for her best and highest good. Was it just the black magic that was preventing her from doing this?
I'm being distracted.
How is it that you're being distracted?
I feel this pain in my elbow.
Let's take a look at that pain in the elbow. What is it that's going on there in the elbow?
I don't know. It's gone now.
Could you do a check on this one and find out what that pain was in her elbow?
That's interesting. It's gone.
May I speak to this one's higher self again, please?
Yes,
What was that pain in her elbow? Why was she distracted at that moment?
that's interesting.
What is
Pain
it?
is coming back.
What is it that you see there in the elbow that's causing that pain?
It's almost as if I'm hitting a rock or it's on fire.
Mm-hmm. Let's go ahead and have Archangel Michael place a net of white light around that pain in the elbow. What side elbow is that on?
Left.
Why is she experiencing this pain in her elbow? What is this?
Mm. It represents her being distracted in this incarnation and blocking her from manifesting her own family.
Yes.
Each time she wants to be more conscious about creating her own desired life, she is distracted. We want to bring this to her attention,
Mm-hmm.
her attention to this, so that she becomes more aware of the fact that she needs to be more focused and not allow herself to be distracted if
Yes.
this is what she wants.
Beautiful. So she is able, if she desires this, if she's able to manifest this if she should like.
She has been blocked in some way by this black magic and these other entities, but she can also just be aware of it more. She needs to be focused. She needs to be stronger.
And what can she do to help her to focus more and be stronger?
She has already set the intention. She wants it. We have showed it multiple times that she needs to visualize it. She needs to bring it to life. She needs to think of it more. She needs to start feeling that she already has a family, but she gets distracted. So we need her to do those things and be aware that she's distracted.
And so when she's not distracted and more focused, then a mate will come in that is a good connection for her.
Possibly. Multiple timelines. It is possible.
Beautiful. So I just want to confirm with you, though, that that pain in the elbow was just to help her to visualize that she's being distracted.
This was a clear sign that she was unable to engage because she was distracted.
Beautiful. We can go ahead and release that net as she's clear of anything there in that elbow.
Yes.
Beautiful. Thank you for that. Is there anything else you want to share with her about her manifesting and starting her own family?
There are multiple timelines possible. She needs to be at peace with all of them. If she is not, or she feels unsettled, she needs to focus on why she feels unsettled. But we do not want her to sit in fear or only focus on fear. This is when she yet again gets distracted. There needs to be a balance in listening to the emotions that are coming up,
Yes.
working through them, diving deeper into triggers, and at the same time, a balance in creating and focusing on that, what she does want.
Beautiful.
If
Thank you.
she
Go ahead.
then on top of it gets distracted, she cannot do either one of them. So she needs to focus, create more time to focus on these things.
Beautiful. Thank you for that. It seems when she's stressed, it seems that she gets compulsive and checks things multiple times. Can you show her where that comes from so she can release that?
Lack of control. The effect of multiple incarnations. She tells herself that she is safe. She's sure that she's safe as long as she does this.
What can she do to release it so she doesn't have to do that?
She can dive deeper into why she feels there's a lack of control.
Was the soul of Sven affecting that feeling of lack of control as well?
That was one incarnation.
Is there anything else you'd like to share with her about that so she can release this?
Unable to protect herself, unable to bring herself to safety, or him in that incarnation.
Yes. What can she do to help to protect herself
We
and keep?
want to bring to attention the other incarnations, of which also the Lyran incarnation, where she had to be transported
Yes.
and she could not stay. We also want to bring to her attention the scene where she saw that there was a flood and there were many people drowning. She needed to be safe and she needed to protect her loved ones.
Yes.
She felt she was not in control. There is a lesson where she can focus on grieving the loss of control
Hmm.
or processing the loss of control, and that it is okay not to be in control all the time, and that she is not capable of being in control all the time. It is not realistic.
And now that she's seeing this, will she be able to release this?
She's afraid that it will happen again, that because of her lack of keeping things together or under control or managing things, things will go wrong. She blames herself,
How can we help her to release this fear?
forgiving herself.
And she understands how to do this?
She needs to understand that she is not to blame for the losses,
Yes.
that no matter what she would do, she would have not been able to prevent the losses. She is allowed to release it, although she does not want to because she wants to blame herself. She feels it's not right to let it go.
And so it'll be her choice to release this.
She needs to work through this and process forgiving herself, process that she is not to blame, and that it is just simply not realistic to be in control all the time. We are all learning lessons in this universe. This is bound to happen, to
Yes.
not always be in control. She can focus on what this actually says about her if she's not in control. There is a core belief that she can look at.
Is there anything else on that you would like her to know?
No.
Beautiful. Thank you. I want to ask this since it come up in this session. Do we need to know anything in regards to the twin that passed away in the womb?
Hmm. This is in alignment with what we have just said.
Yes.
She could have not prevented it. She is not to blame. She can forgive herself because she feels responsible. She could have not possibly been in control. This hurts her a lot still. She wishes she had the capabilities of being in control in the womb. So this is actually manifested in her reality now and has been for quite some time
Hmm.
to try to be in control so that such a thing does not occur again.
Is there a message that that soul of the twin needs to share with her?
This was the message.
Beautiful. And how can we help her to not feel like she has to be in control of everything? She can just go and be in the flow.
Focus on this particular situation, being aware that it is simply not realistic and she cannot ask such a thing from herself. And we also want her to look at her core belief. She needs to be aware as to what this says about her, that she was not in control.
What is that core belief?
She needs to dig deeper. There are a couple. One is she was unable to save a being or
Hmm.
beings. She feels responsible. She needs to learn that she cannot be responsible for all beings. She wants to protect them, but this is not always in alignment with their blueprints
Yes. And she can forgive herself and release that guilt.
and expectation.
Beautiful.
She needs to stop demanding this from herself. Everything is in divine alignment.
Beautiful. Thank you for that. Why does she see and hear signs from Metatron?
Where?
Why does she see and hear signs that are from Metatron?
This was part of her activation.
Yes.
It is too complex for her to understand now.
And that'll be revealed to her when the time is right.
In small bites.
Thank you for that. Can you share with her what her connection is to Metatron?
He is her protector and guides her.
Beautiful. Thank you for that. And is there any messages that he would have for her today?
He is proud of her. She needs to continue doing exactly what she's doing. That is his message.
Beautiful. Thank you so much for that. Why does she feel connected to Nikola Tesla?
It's as if they know each other, but I'm not personally seeing anything.
This will be revealed to her when the time is right.
She feels connected to his work. She is currently taking on too much. She does not have the capacity to do it all at the same time.
Thank you for that.
When the time is right and she feels that space, she can focus on his work. When she feels the inspiration to do something with his work, she can, but it would not be the right timing now.
Thank you so much for that. During an ayahuasca session, she was shown holding a staff with a crystal on it. She knew it could be used for good or bad, and she quickly threw it away. Why was she shown this?
I'm not getting anything.
What was the meaning of the dream where she felt small and as if she was being stomped on?
Sven.
Beautiful. So it come from that earthbound spirit, Sven.
Also, this was also when the hive attached itself when she was a child. This is why it felt dense to her.
Beautiful. Thank you. She is feeling the pull to move outside of Europe. Is this for her best and highest good? And is it in line with what her purpose is?
Yes,
Can you share with her when and where she might move to?
soon. She will move to multiple countries. She will be roaming around. We will disclose that soon. It is
Beautiful.
part of her work, but she needs to focus on herself first now. She's not ready yet.
And you'll help guide her and reveal when the time is?
We want her to focus on herself first.
Yes.
This is part of her free will. If she exercises her free will and she's focused and not distracted, she is able to get there faster. And we will be able to disclose it faster, but not yet.
Beautiful. Thank you for that. Is there any final messages for this one?
You need to meditate on the ayahuasca scene with the staff. We are doing this on purpose. You need to start to train your muscles. These are not your actual physical muscles. You need to start to connect with your third eye, your crown chakra. Exercise in opening up those portals and receiving messages, downloads, visions. We have been helpful in sharing these during her dream state. But we needed to stop because she was relying on those. We need her to start training those muscles by meditating, by connecting, by quieting the mind, not being distracted, not expecting these downloads to come out of nowhere without her training that muscle. She needs to create a balance between her everyday responsibilities, just like her job, and training her muscles to open up those portals and to receive more messages and answers. We are doing this on purpose, not showing everything and just giving her those snapshots that will trigger her to want to learn more. But again, she needs to train that muscle on her own. It's part of her activation. It's part of going within instead of looking for answers outside.
Yes. Thank you so much for that. Is there anything else, or are we complete?
For now, we are complete.
Beautiful. Can I ask you to keep upgrading her body and continue with any healing she might require over her sleep cycles?
Yes.
Beautiful. Thank you. I want to thank you so much for coming through today and conversing with us. I want to thank you for all the help, healing, and wisdom that you provided for us today. And now I'm asking the higher self to recede with much love and much thanks for all the information that they have given to us today. We're asking the higher self to recede back into the time, space, reality, dimension, and location in which they belong with so much love and so much thanks. In a moment, I am going to count to 10, and on the count of 10, you'll be wide awake and feeling wonderful all over. 1, 2, feeling the breathing becoming a little faster. 3, 4, beginning to move the arms and legs around. 5, 6, becoming more aware of the room and the space around you. 7, 8, coming up nicely now, nicely now. 9, 10, wide awake, stretching, rubbing, feeling wonderful all over. Get, yeah.
Oh my God. Oh, my arms feel so heavy.
Holding that high frequency. I always feel like I got a full body workout when I come out of a session.
Right. Oh, wow.